The Galactic Council's xenobiology chamber had never been so quiet. Ambassador Zephyr of the Crystalline Dominion shifted nervously, her translucent form refracting the chamber's soft lighting into prismatic patterns across the walls. Beside her, the gaseous entity known as WISP-97 pulsed with anxiety, its normally steady bioluminescence flickering erratically. At the center of the chamber stood Dr. Elena Vasquez, humanity's first interstellar representative. She appeared impossibly calm for someone whose species had just been classified as a Class X biological anomaly, a designation reserved for the galaxy's most dangerous predators. The classification seems excessive, ventured Counselor Mareketh, his 6 eyes blinking in careful sequence. The amphibious being's gills fluttered with nervousness. Surely humans cannot be as hazardous as the data suggests. Dr. Vasquez smiled, a gesture that made several council members recoil instinctively. You asked why we call Earth a death world. The answer isn't what you think. She activated her holographic display, showing a blue-green marble suspended in space. Most of you assume it's because of our planet's extreme conditions, the radiation from our yellow sun, the crushing gravity, the violent weather patterns. Those are just symptoms. The hologram zoomed in, revealing vast oceans churning with storms that could power entire star systems. Lightning danced across cloud formations larger than most council members' homeworlds. Your preliminary surveys noted the obvious hazards, Dr. Vasquez continued. Hurricanes with winds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour, earthquakes that reshape continents, volcanic eruptions that can alter global climate for decades, tsunamis that scour coastlines clean. Ambassador Zephyr's crystalline structure resonated with a nervous frequency. Yes, we documented these phenomena. No rational species would evolve on such a world. But we did. Dr. Vasquez's smile widened. And that's what terrifies you. The hologram shifted, showing Earth's surface in cross-section. Tectonic plates grinding against each other. Magma chambers pulsing beneath thin crusts, fault lines spiderwebbing across continents. Earth isn't stable like your worlds. She's alive, angry, and constantly trying to kill everything on her surface. But here's what your surveys missed. We don't just survive these conditions. We've learned to love them. The display changed to show humans surfing waves taller than buildings, their faces alight with joy. Rock climbers scaling cliff faces during lightning storms. Volcano surfers riding pyroclastic flows on specialized boards. WISP-97's bioluminescence dimmed to almost nothing. That's impossible. No species develops recreational activities around lethal environmental hazards. We do. Dr. Vasquez's voice carried an edge of pride that made the chamber's temperature seem to drop. We turned our planet's attempts to murder us into entertainment. When Earth sends Category 5 hurricanes, we chase them. When she splits the ground with earthquakes, we build cities that dance with the motion. When she erupts volcanoes, we study the lava up close and cook our food with the heat. The hologram now showed human cities, not the underground bunkers or orbital stations the Council expected, but gleaming metropolises built directly in hazard zones. Tokyo, perched atop converging fault lines. Miami standing defiant against hurricane corridors. Naples thriving in the shadow of Vesuvius. Your species evacuates when natural disasters approach, Dr. Vasquez noted. We evacuate toward them. We've turned our planet's hostility into opportunity. Counselor Marekth's gills had stopped fluttering entirely. The psychological implications? Oh, you haven't heard the best part yet. Dr. Vasquez's expression grew darker. Remember, Earth spent 4.5 billion years trying to kill us before we even existed. When life finally emerged, she tried even harder. Mass extinctions became routine. Asteroid impacts, supervolcanic eruptions, ice ages that turned the planet into a snowball. The display showed Earth's violent history, cosmic impacts that boiled away oceans, volcanic events that poisoned atmospheres, climate shifts that turned forests into deserts and back again. 5 major extinction events. Each one wiped out 70 to 95% of all life. But something survived every single time, and that something kept evolving, kept adapting, kept refusing to die. Ambassador Zephyr's crystalline form had developed stress fractures. You're saying your entire evolutionary history is one of survival through apocalypse? I'm saying we're the descendants of everything Earth couldn't kill. And she tried very, very hard. Dr. Vasquez gestured to herself. This body was forged in cosmic fire. My ancestors survived the Permian extinction that killed 95% of marine life. They endured the asteroid that ended the dinosaurs. They adapted through ice ages that covered continents in kilometer-thick glaciers. The chamber had fallen completely silent. But here's what really makes Earth a death world, Dr. Vasquez continued, her voice dropping to barely above a whisper. We didn't just survive. We learned to thrive. We turned scarcity into innovation, disaster into opportunity, extinction into evolution. She paused, studying the terrified faces around her. Your species developed on stable worlds with predictable climates and abundant resources. You learned cooperation, philosophy, art. You built civilizations based on the assumption that tomorrow would be like today. The hologram showed peaceful alien worlds, Zephyr's crystal gardens under gentle binary suns, Wisp 97's gas giant with its eternal, stable storms. We built our civilizations on the assumption that tomorrow would try to kill us, and we got very, very good at proving tomorrow wrong. Dr. Vasquez smiled one final time, and several council members fled the chamber entirely. So when you ask why Earth is called a death world, the answer isn't that it's dangerous. The answer is that it made us dangerous. We are what crawled out of 4 billion years of planetary genocide attempts. We are the species that looked at an entire world trying to murder us and decided to call it home. She gestured toward the viewport showing Earth in the distance. Now you understand why humans laugh at your extreme environments and volunteer for missions to worlds you consider uninhabitable. This isn't bravery or recklessness. This is Tuesday afternoon on Earth. The remaining council members stared at the blue marble in the viewport, finally understanding why every human survey team had described their hellish death world with a single, terrifying word: beautiful.